Hi, Lyndon. So you sure you didn't want any water or anything to drink?
I'm sure.
Okay, so what brings you in today?
I just had like a lot of hard time with I guess adapting to the new environment and new school and all that stuff.
Okay, so where are you from?
New York.
Wow, that's a big place. New York City?
Yeah.
Wow, so adapting to this small community has been quite difficult for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so in your new school, are you not finding it easy to make friends?
It's just people are different. It's like everyone's like country, and it's really weird to me. And I'm more of like a suburb like person, so I feel like I'm like the weird one because everyone's like.
So do you feel like you're kind of an outcast here at this new school?
Yeah.
Is this why it's been difficult for you to make friends?
Yeah, and I feel like people may think I'm like stuck up just because like I have like expensive stuff, but it's just where I'm from. That's how it was.
Okay, so how do you think you could maybe approach these people to where they won't think you're a stuck-up person, or is this something you're wanting and willing to do?
I mean, yeah, I want friends. I don't like being like by myself with my parents all the time.
Do you have any siblings, younger, older brothers, sisters, family that lives out here?
No, we just moved out here for my dad's job.
And how did you react to that?
I was upset. Really upset.
Your parents, what did they say to you about it? Or did they make you feel any better or worse?
I mean, they tried, but my dad makes money, and he said that his company, he'll make better money out here since it is a small town.
So you're an only child?
Yeah.
Okay. And have you in your old town, well, New York City, not necessarily town, did you have a lot of friends there?
Yeah, I always go out with my friends. I was involved in school.
And how were you involved in school?
I played sports. I played volleyball and basketball at school, and I was part of the yearbook staff. And like I was just really well known around school, and I was liked by like everyone and all my teachers.
Okay, so do you plan on doing that here, like being more involved in school or staying involved?
I mean, I would like to. It's just so different. Like the school has like 500 kids in the whole school.
So what would you like your goals to be? Maybe you see yourself doing in the future, because are you your parents are, this is a long-term stay, is it not?
Mhm.
And you're just starting your, is it freshman year, beginning, or?
Finishing up my freshman year.
Oh, finishing up, okay. So that was tough because you're already starting over there, going into high school, and now you have to kind of start over here.
Yeah, kind of sucked.
So what do you think you'd want to change, though, about being here and in this new environment?
Ideally, I'd want to go back to New York, but I don't see that happening.
Okay, so if that's ruled out as a possibility, what else do you think you could do to change and maybe adapt to everything here, life, school, friends?
My mom says that it just takes time, and I gotta step out of my comfort zone and go talk to people. And I've tried talking to people, but they just like look at me like I'm like weird. I don't want them to think that I think I'm too good for anyone here, because I'm not.
So what else do you think could be a possibility of you being able to open yourself up to people and them getting to know you as well as you getting to know them?
Maybe not like wearing my name brand stuff.
Okay, but even so, isn't your clothes is not necessarily who you are, but...
No, I feel like they see what I wear and they get intimidated. So if I wore like this like jeans and a t-shirt, they'll feel like more comfortable like coming and talk to me.
So do you feel like this could be maybe a step you could take towards that way?
Yeah.
Do you have any other kinds of ideas that maybe you could throw in there or go along with this?
I mean, I guess I could try out for the basketball and volleyball team for next year.
So at your other school, were you really good as, I guess, what do they call them, varsity and junior varsity? Were you up there or in the middle in between?
I was on varsity basketball, and then I was on JV volleyball.
Okay, and one of these sports, do you feel like you like better?
I like both of them. It's just different types of people to deal with.
So how do you think you could interact with both of these different social groups here in this new town? Which sport comes first? I'm not too aware of that.
Well, volleyball is first, and then basketball comes.
Okay.
But for me, I would pick basketball first, and then volleyball second.
Okay. And do you think in your form of trying to come up with new ways to interact with the new people here and trying to make new friends, you would just go out for one sport, or would you go out for both of them? What are your thoughts?
I'd probably go for both. Yeah.
Okay, and so what's the best strategy that we could come up with for you to interact with all the new kids in the incoming year, and how you can make friends, maybe even over the summer? Are there any things that you could do that would help your interaction sooner? That way you wouldn't go into your sophomore year feeling as if you were a loner or anything else you've been feeling.
I guess maybe try out on the teams like we said, and then keep trying to like talk to people.
What are ways that you could talk to these people to interact with them? How do you think this would help you?
Probably like in school assignments, just like oh hey, can you like help me with this one? Just like small talk.
Small talk, develop the relationship.
Yeah.
So do you think the strategy would best fit you?
Yeah, I mean.
And how do you think by, maybe wearing jeans and a t-shirt and, developing that small talk to develop the relationship more, do you think this would help others around you?
I think it'll help like people to see that I'm not like this person from a big town and just feels too powerful or downgrading anyone here. Because I do want to make friends.
So you want people you want people to know that you want to make them feel welcome and that you want to enjoy their company.
Yeah. Cause like I see people in the halls and I catch little like bits of other conversations. Like they're pretty funny, some of the stuff I hear around school, but I just walk and stay to myself, and then after school's out, I go home, do homework, exercise if I'm aggravated or mad.
Okay. What do you think would be the most beneficial thing for you by doing this?
Probably I would probably get friends and not be such a loner and by myself all the time. Because it gets pretty lonely being an only child. So.
Are there any other emotions involved other than being lonely or seen as an outcast here at this new school that you've been dealing with?
I guess besides being lonely, I get frustrated.
What is this frustration?
Just because like I like being around people and like having that interaction.
So you're more outgoing, extroverted, and you get your energy from people rather than being alone.
Yeah. Like the silent to me speaks the truth that like no one like wants to be my friend or stuff like that.
So do you think any of these benefits are unacceptable to you, or are they just more acceptable and beneficial?
I feel like it'd be beneficial for me.
And what are some costs that would probably go along with choosing this change that you want to produce in your life? Are there any good or bad ones? Doesn't matter.
Good ones would just be that I would be more like I guess sociable and interacting with everyone in the town. But then bad could be that they find out that my dad does have money and they just want my friendship because of my money.
Okay. What kind of skills or information do you think that you would need to develop your plan more and put it more into action to bring about this change that you want in your life? I know that's a tough question, and I just want to see if you have any concern on that.
I guess just do it. I don't really know.
Just do it, like Nike says. How could you develop the necessary social support? Do you think
I think I have a good support system. Like my mom is pretty on to me about going out, meeting people, and having friends. My dad, he works a lot, so he just whenever I ask him for money to go out, he's like okay, and I guess that's his way of knowing that I'm doing pretty good.
And would you like for that there to be more support rather than just necessarily asking for money? Would you rather him be more interacted with you and your mom, because I know she really wants you to have friends and feel welcomed in this new environment?
No, I think my dad, me and my dad have a good relationship even though he works a lot. I understand what he has to do and I don't take it personally or anything. For my mom, maybe I just wish that she had a dog around.
Yeah.
So she wouldn't be alone.
So do you think she's lonely? Does this play into why you probably don't develop friendships?
Probably because just because when I'm at school, she's at home by herself.
So she doesn't work.
The house, yeah.
Okay. And I know you said you were from New York City, which is a big city. Were you and your friends out more, or were you at each other's houses, or what was it?
We would hang out to his houses, or go to movies, go to the mall.
So what did you enjoy doing the most?
I liked it all. Just my friends were a lot of fun, so I just hanging out with them.
And what do you feel like you could develop? How would you develop friendships here? How would you want to develop, is what I'm asking, these friendships here?
For what I want to come out of it?
Excuse me, sorry.
Probably just just their friendship. I'm going to be here for 3 years. So just having people to go to that I can trust would be alright with me.
Can you identify any obstacles or barriers that could lead to, this change? If you're trying to go out to people, that maybe we could put into the plan of your constructive change. That way you can be more aware of it and you won't be bombarded by it.
Like, what do you mean? Like, what obstacles would come about?
Maybe people seeing you as untrustworthy or just a new girl or any of those ideas, do you feel would come into play?
Yeah, I think at the beginning, yeah. But like I'm pretty optimistic that once they get to know me, people would like me.
So I know we're talking about your plan on changing, being open more and allowing yourself to create new friends and stuff. What resources do you think you could develop into your plan?
Probably just like going out more.
Going out
to
more.
Like, community places.
Community places. Okay. So can we just go over one more time of how you think your plan should play out and how we can bring about this constructive change of developing new friends?
Yeah. Well, not to, I guess, be more like local, like talk to them more, make the initiative to talk to them. Try out for the volleyball and basketball teams just to get involved in something. Try not to like dress up so much and just be more like relaxing, because at my old school was like all about like name brand stuff. So I guess just more like normal.
And these would be acceptable things for you.
Yeah,
correct?
I'm fine with just wearing jeans and a t-shirt.
Okay.
And I guess just like going out around town more. Like to the mall or movies or restaurants. Or like park or whatever else is around here.
Okay. Well, I think if you carry this out and then, just take it step by step, day by day, we'll see how it's going. And then the next time when you come in, Miss England, we'll talk more about it and see how far you've gotten.
Okay.
Thank you for coming in.